if you call me, please, or don't even bother me. They said, oh, my apology. They keep calling and calling. I keep stalling and stalling. Rookie of the year, my career's snowballing. Got it. Made some choices for a profit. That's my logic. I'ma take it to the coffin.
Today, from Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And we are underway in Buffalo. This one fielded at the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Out to his left. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Allen. Batted at the line, but he still brought it in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Ooh, partner, that one was close. That one almost turned into 6 points for the guys on defense.
Yeah, because you can jump those out routes, take it the other way.
Yeah, so close, but instead it turns into a nice play for those guys on offense.
Allen. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Allen's throw is complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. The Bills at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On play action, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They run for the first time with James Cook. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Slot man moves right. Now Allen. There's Stephon Diggs for the catch on the slant. Touchdown, Bills! Stephon Diggs, his his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after knocking through the field goal, here's Bass to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Raiders set to go to work behind their veteran quarterback, and that's Derek Carr.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Carr. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. On play action, Allen on the move to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 56 yards. Pretty good yards after the catch there on that crossing route. Is a crossing route good for a quarterback because the receiver's coming across his line of vision?
They love those kind of throws. And how many times have you seen any of what we call an in-breaking route? Quarterback really turns it loose, doesn't he? Has a lot more confidence because he can see the play right in front of him.
Cook is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Bills are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Here's Carr. Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again. Well, this defense for the Bills, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now to punt this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And it's taken in at the 9. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here are the Bills to take over. They were winners over the Dolphins last week. They are on top right now as well as they come up 1st and 10. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen rolling to his right. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 32 on the play.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Allen off the play fake. Rolling to his left. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
Allen going to throw. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr going to throw. He'll swing that out wide to Jacobs. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Play action. It's Carr. He gets this to Davante Adams. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 24-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr to throw again. Middle of the field. He finds Pascal. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Shoves him aside. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Jacobs will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it and catch it, and he gets it done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. To Stephon Diggs. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. They'll roll him out right. Man open downfield is Diggs. He's got it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 34 yards the gain that time. Another first down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
On 2nd and 7, Allen, touchdown! Stephon Diggs on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a
There he goes, right side. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. And that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Carr's throw taken in by Pascal. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Carr. The quick slant caught. And the Raiders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Here's Jacobs, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's Stephon Diggs as he and the rest of the offense get ready to go again. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And again, it's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this 3rd quarter of action. This fielded right at the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. The Raider offense ready to go here to start the 3rd quarter. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators. They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr, a good throw here, finding Pascal.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-body tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdown.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Cook on the first down carry there as he works his way forward for a gain of about 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 36, Allen. Looking left sideline, it's complete. Touchdown, Bills. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr. Throw left side, taken in by Renfro. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line. Here's Carr to throw. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On play action, now Carr. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle, because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Carr again. All right, makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to make it 4th down. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Carr, got to have this one. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Raiders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was Hunter Renfro who capped things off with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Schwartz. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 1st down, Carr. And the pass complete to Waller on the out route. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
To throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Carr. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Again, it's Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. Another try after the 1st down sack. Carr, slant to Adams. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. if you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Carr now on first down. That's complete right around the 8. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And, well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, and I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
On play action, Allen steps away. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Give them 32 yards as we inch our way to the 2-minute warning. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Throwing now is Allen. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Bills add on to their 4th quarter lead, and they are on their way to improving to 8-2. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Throwing now is Carr. The open man here, Renfrow. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
49, guys. Mike, 49.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. Going to go on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. 13 now. They work on 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw out to his left. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. One final try now for Carr. The slant connects with Devontae Adams. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visited and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those...
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call Hit Boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining?
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof.
Pretty and paid. Pretty and paid. Ayy. Y'all heard I'm coming. I don't have to say about it. Keep up. Ayy. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. Ain't biting my tongue. I can't be no goofy, no victim to none of my enemies. Like honestly, be sending me talk from a sit that we when I get to me. My check don't discriminate. Still take deposits if you talking Vietnamese. I just be having my way. Only come out with a pay till I say. Urgent wanna be. Don't gotta whip it. Rag on no petty. Flips. I talk with that on your hip. If you ain't gon' rip it up, pop it. Empty the like show me a benefit. Let me dumb it down, Benjamin. On you we not equivalent. Really bad, looking so innocent. Bossy predicament. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude bad on Sadiddy. He only 2 times from the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. These no ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad. Stop it, cause it ain't no eck in it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a
I see no biggie. Call me Hillary, stay at the bank. Making moves like I'm hot in the shank. I'm low key, but I pop out in blank. This bun on my knife, stop trying to look. They do not cover me. Fake, I can't keep no company. Only the real respect my honest. So watch how you coming if you're under me. I'm with it. I they text and call. Run me that, making no sense at all. They bounce like a basketball. Your boo never coming back. So that boy, you gotta pay for some. I sit on no throne, you ain't taking none. You bragging on pants, I make for fun. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Pay the heavy on pretty. You mad while I'm getting busy. Country girl running your city. Attitude better. We only 2 times in the he out like a light, call him Ricky. And honestly, it ain't no cap in it. No, ain't no cap in it. I like with a stack in it. I'm bad it. Stop it, cause it ain't no acting it. I see no biggie. Honestly, I see no biggie. Take it heavy on pretty. Leaving my mark like a I see no biggie. I ain't keeping up with what you saying on the internet. I ain't keeping up with the news. When I get that daily paper, stop playing me.
Yeah. Lifestyle not for you, but it's for me.
Greenfield's finest.
Yeah.
DJ Drama.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been take it, the dash all wood. 10 payments, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Cycled a lot of the starstruck. Hop in the ride and we took in the truck. And they all. They might say what's up when they see me around the city, but really no reason to talk much. Dinner at nice guy, but no nice guys here. I'm toe tagging, no Bilbo bagging, y'all coming up short. Take a recess. This a heat check. Yeah. Shorty let me quick as a clear with a pre-check. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Seen it myself for years. The vision is mine alone. Just me, myself, no peers. Yeah. I don't know who hyping them boys. I'm done giving life for the noise. I give you my life for the sword. I don't even write anymore. Yeah. Get it and drove like it's whipping a stove. That break hard like habits. No days off, no Sabbath. No snakes in my yard, no rabbits. Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Send the same money to Sudan. I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real. Let's explore the moment. Ain't outside there agoraphobic. If you see me live, you would know it. Jumping on my do aerobics. Boss like P90X. Boss like we write the checks now. Floss like we like the flex. Bust down, bust down, bust down. AMG, no bust now. Amiri jeans, SB dunks with a Fiends T, no button down. Respectfully, that's for me, you don't down. Round if you wanna. Round if you wanna. It's lifestyle not for you, but it's for me. Bozzy.
I'm gonna go without the ad-libs. In the booth and I like proof and I don't understand what got into me. Got a couple of truths that I bust out the roof if I'm ready to ride on my enemy. And you rappers just on my identity. And I really know why you ain't feeling me. With Tiffany and they restore my agility. And I'm never rehearsing, I'm making up verses like Swizzy and Timothy. Never provoke with the go cause I want all the smoke, you can call me a chimney. And I really want, but I can better than what it be. Aim at your head when I kill a beat. Spaghetti and shells like Italy.
Never let a wishbone grow where backbone should. Belly been take it, a dash all wood. 10 payment, the back end good. Got sense, but they act no good. Same money to Sudan, I could probably take the hood for a year or two. Stuck between stunting and a miracle. For real.
Alright, now close your eyes. Think about your wildest dreams. Ready? Still couldn't do this.
Gangsta Brazil.
My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes. Why these tell me? You can join the journey, you is worthy. Just allow me, no. Kicking down your door. Cause I see this industry is filled with sheep. People that pretend to be something that they would never be. Oh my, I just need some little old peace of mind. My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
I can never be controlled. Let them know. 500 helicopters driving me gonzo, but they want you just to envy. Let them see it. I'm the first to say it, now it's time you just believe it. I got too many fakes, made lots of foes. These people cold. Talk down your dreams because they know they can't come close. Don't shake no hands, they'll steal your friends. I walk alone. I see both sides of other titles. You need to grow.
I've been lost your mind,
But I ain't like the others no more. God, I'm learning lessons as I go.
you're only wasting time.
Tell the devil there's a door. Praying God is only trying to test me for the
You'll always
throne.
want more. My God, oh God, this is on a God level. The sun, the sky, you can see the vibe. We ride the high, always on a high level. So open up your eyes, baby.
I'm harder than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates. All my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me. And my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, move it. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We bout to build it. They leaving it vacant. I just go hard